You can go around sleeping with prostitutes, robbing people. You don't even have to be an MP to do it. It's great. Can anyone have a guess where I might be from? Anyone have a guess? Yeah, you can say things, don't I? Say, where am I? What was that? Ilford, very specific. No, I'm not there. You're clearly stalking someone from the area. No, that's fine. No, but the actual, region, Essex, is actually correct. I grew up in Essex, so there... Do you know what? I've got to say, by the way, I'm pleased that you came out of a place. I've asked that question before at a gig where they think I might be from. One guy shouted out, "You from the IT crowd, mate?" I'm not that guy. OK, let's just move on, OK? But no, you are right, Essex, yes. I'm originally from London, but I grew up in Essex, OK? And when me and my family first moved out to Essex, we were like the only black people in our mainly white town. And in turn, me and my brothers were like the only black kids in our mainly white school. And that did lead to a lot of negative aspects. There was a lot of racial abuse, a lot of lack of understanding. There were some positive aspects, however. Sports Day was a piece of piss. Oh, yeah, every year I was like Usain Bolt, I've won again, haven't I? Yeah. Mama, I've done it. Yeah. But the thing is, when there's not many minorities around, you start having to develop a few survival techniques, if you will. And one of the things me and my brothers did, we kind of kept a constant roll call of any other black people in our town. For instance, there was Black Darren, or as his family knew him, Darren. So, now, I did experience racism growing up, as I kind of alluded to, but probably the most unique racism that I experienced was actually something that happened much later in life when I was an adult. It was when I was playing a computer game called Grand Theft Auto. Have you heard of it? If you haven't, basically, it's this game where you get to play and basically be a bit of a reprobate. You can go around sleeping with prostitutes, robbing people. You don't even have to be an MP to do it. It's great. Just great. Instant access, straight in there. Fantastic, right? But then the kind of novel feature about this game is that you get to make a little avatar that looks like yourself, right? So I made a little avatar that looks like me. I'm playing in an online world with a bunch of other avatars that presumably look like their real-life counterparts. And as I'm doing my thing, being my best MP, right? Someone drives past me in a car and over the gamer chat shouts out, "Oi, you black bastard." Right, yeah. So to be clear, for the first time in my life, I was racially abused by the proxy of my computer games avatar, right? And I know you're thinking, well, what do you do in that situation? It's quite simple what I did. What I did was I rounded up a bunch of other black avatars and we went looking for the guy. So I'm sitting there in my little online car, got 3 other black avatars around me. We're listening to Kendrick Lamar, of course. And we drive to his apartment on the game, because you can buy an apartment, right? But you can't just walk in, he has to buzz you in, right? So we're pacing around downstairs, like, "Come downstairs, let's sort this out. Come downstairs, let's sort this out." One guy's walking around with a rocket launcher on his arm going, "We just want to talk. We just want to talk, mate. We just want to talk." Eventually, the guy buzzes us into his apartment, right? There's just a stream of black avatars walking through the front door. It's like a Nation of Islam convention in there all of a sudden. Right? And the thing is, you can't even kill him in his apartment. All you can do is a few stock animations. So my character's in the corner of the room, drinking a glass of wine. It's like GTA does "Come Dine With Me." Really weird, right? Eventually, we got frustrated that we couldn't kill him in his apartment, so we went back down to street level. And I know you're thinking, well, how's this story end? I kid you not, guys. Out of nowhere, the police showed up and started shooting at us black avatars for no reason. I thought, me, how true to life are they making these games these days? Well, the only thing that's crazy as well, that kind of caused a stir in the kind of racial dynamics of the country. We all heard that explosive royal interview, didn't we? The explosive royal interview with Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, within which they revealed that an unnamed member of the royal family had a conversation with them pertaining to their son Archie's skin colour and whether or not he would pass as being white. Like, I've had the same issue with my son. I've had a child with a white lady, and I wondered whether he'd pass. But not pass as being white, whether he'd be dark enough to pass as being my son. I just had visions of us going out as a family and people taking a look at me, then looking at my white wife, then looking at my 1-year-old white-looking son, and straight back to my wife and thinking, "F*** me, she moved on quick." Do you know what I mean? I didn't want it for her. Right, that's my time, guys. Thank you very much and good night. Bye-bye.